Here we go. Ooh. What a place to have stopped last time. I've been looking forward to this. Rebuilt Jedi Enclave. Oh. Oh. Is that Tobin? It is.
Out of my way. I am Colonel Tobin of the Onderon Lord, I bring news of the Jedi. A place where you may feed. Telos, Master. There is an academy of Jedi on Telos. Perhaps hundreds of them. Enough to sustain you. And enough for you to free Onderon. Enough for you to free Onderon.
Yeah, you chose the wrong side, Tobin. Very much so. Rebuilt Jedi Enclave. Oh, there used to be a much bigger tree right there. I mean, you can see the stump of it. I'm trying to remember the first game. Oh, that's not good. Armor and a rocket. So which way is the game wanting me to go? Maybe straight. Okay, we came in from there. This way also? Ah, this way is also collapsed. Ooh, a crystal! And a little bit of pocket change. Oh, and I'm by myself currently. Rhea's gone. Unable to change party. Oh. Oh.
It has been some time. The years have not been kind to us both, it seems, but perhaps now they will see the truth at last.
Interesting.
It is not as it was.
But perhaps that is for the best.
We were wondering when you would arrive. This moment has taken some time to reach us, and I imagine you have many questions.
Or perhaps
You
you've come
think?
for revenge.
Did you not go to join him?
No, it is a battle he must face alone.
But Atris, she has not come.
Of course she has not.
Interesting. And I've already seen several hints of where it's like this is the choice where either side with the Jedi or side with the Sith. There's been a few times where it's like you can gather them up to ally with them or wipe them all out. I'm definitely not doing the wipe them all out part. I've been playing a light side playthrough the whole time. Okay. Questions, questions, questions. Why did you cast me out of the Order?
We cast you out of the Order because you followed Revan to war. There was no other reason.
No, there was another. You had become different somehow, changed. The war had changed you.
You were no longer a Jedi, but we could not tell you why. Some explanations mean nothing unless the one who suffers comes to the answer on their own. What had happened to you was punishment enough, and the Jedi do not kill their prisoners.
And if you had stayed, you would have changed us, and that we could not allow.
Changed you? What do you mean?
You already know the answer. You've noticed it in those who travel with you.
My companions? What about them?
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow?
Those that travel with you.
There's something wrong here. A disturbance in the Force.
Do not let them hurt him.
They follow you, without question, without hesitation.
Against their instincts, and sometimes against their sense.
It is because you are a leader, but that still fails to grasp the meaning of what I'm trying to tell you.
I am a leader, a general no longer.
Perhaps not, but it is not that to which I am referring. Surely you are familiar with Force bonds. It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. It is developed over time through understanding of each other. Yet you do it so easily, and we do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you. The resonance is even greater when they, too, are Force-sensitive.
Your actions affect others more than you know. You draw others to you, especially those strong in the Force.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours.
How did this happen?
We do not know, but it is not the first time you felt the weight of so many lives.
And that is why the Mandalorian Wars echo within you still.
So all those deaths at Malachor.
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deafened to it. Because of that last battle of the Mandalorian Wars.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians, crushed by the planet's gravity, annihilated.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet, and within you. To hear the Force over such pain, it is not possible. It was too much for any Jedi to endure, and it is a wonder that you did not die there when thousands perished. All those you had fought with and struggled with. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxon. Malachor was simply the final blow.
Interesting.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were whole.
You were blinded.
And at last, you saw.
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you. And it has left a hole, a hunger that cannot be filled.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
And that scared them. My connection to the Force is even stronger than before.
Yes. You can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher, forming bonds, leeching the life of others, siphoning their will and dominating them. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives. They are symptomatic of the wound in the Force. You are a breach that must be closed. You transmit your pain, your suffering through the Force. Within you we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith. What you carry may mean the death of the Force, and the death of the Jedi.
But I feel the Force strongly.
So you think. It is not the strength of a Jedi you feel.
He's right. It's all the death you've caused to get here. You feed on it, and you grow stronger. You're like Malachor. It's in you, it's what you are now. You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing hundreds, only to become more and more powerful. Why do you think that was?
But what's worse is that bonding you have. It hasn't gone away. It's gotten stronger, and the more attachments you form, the more you draw others to you.
And that is why you are a threat to us all.
A threat?
What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did? What if there was a crucible that trained such Jedi to consume and kill?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. I fear that they have learned the lesson of Malachor all too well. It is what allows them to prey on Force users, to become stronger when Force sensitives are near.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you. And so you have brought about the end of the Jedi, and perhaps all the knowledge of the Force. But it is of no consequence. Your ability to make such connections, such bonds so easily are why you cannot remain.
Talk about fatalistic.
And so you wait, as a shadow.
Yes, we are alike that way, blinded one.
I would have thought you would walk with him amongst the Jedi. But that is not the way of the Sith, is it?
Do not speak to me of the ways of the Sith. You, of all of us, have no conception of what it means to be Sith.
You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will lead the Sith here, and that we cannot allow.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
Wow. Should I have said we must ally with against the Sith? Interesting. Oh. I can either resist or I can go with it. Oh, I don't know what to do. I want to go both ways. I don't know. Hold on here. Let me. I need to think a little bit. Oh, there's choice 1, submit to the punishment. Choice 2, if this is what needs to be done, I accept it. I'm curious as to that direction. 3 is I won't give up the Force. Stop this. And then 4, the first one who touches me dies. I don't want to go 4. I'm thinking maybe 3. Hey, Mike Carter, welcome in. You say go 3? I kind of was already thinking 3. Sure, I'm going to go 3. I won't give up the Force. Stop this.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done. As long as you feel the Force, you are a danger to those around you.
And now Karaeous comes.
Enough! Step away from him.
What?
Step away! He has brought truth, and you condemn it? The arrogance! You will not harm him. You will not harm him ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Is this your new master, Exile? If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as he did.
She is difficult to see. She's like a shadow of the Exile. They sit out, and now they have come to us.
How could you ever hope to know the threat you face when you have never walked in the dark places of the galaxy, faced war and death on such a scale? If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was. Did you not hear its call on Dantooine Vrook, on its scarred surface, and in the minds of the settlers? I have endured your corruption of my other students. You shall not have this one. And you, Kavar, so close to the call of Daxan, tell me, did you not feel what poured from the moon, what had taken place there? And Zezkael, to hide upon Nar Shaddaa, yet blind yourself to all that happens there. So close to understanding the Force. So close to giving it up. There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It is something of the Sith, but it was fueled by war. It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power of the dark side. It corrupts all life, and it feeds on death. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of the Jedi, so much of the Republic, so quickly? The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, a war of conversion, culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from, save one. And that is what I sought to understand. How one could turn away from such power, give up the Force, and still live. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid. As you would pass judgment on him, I have come to pass judgment on you all. Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy? Let me show you. You, who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force.
Oh
See
boy.
it through the eyes of the Exile.
Not how I expected things to go.
You.
Oh, yes. At last, you see. I am one of the Sith, it is true. I must answer for my actions, and it is my wish that only Atris hear my answers.
What are we gonna do? If we don't stop her, then everyone, everywhere, they're gonna lose their lives.
Soon your ship will come, my master. I will bring him before you, but I will not let you have him. Soon your ship shall come from that which made you.
I know you can hear me. I have always known. It is why I followed you. I have destroyed planets for you, General. But now, this once, if we could save something in this galaxy. I need to do this, or I will die inside, like I died at Malachor 5.
Ooh. You have gained a new light side force power, Force Enlightenment. Hold up. Okay, it was a power going. It was a journal entry going away, but okay, power? Power? Where to power? Force Enlightenment. Nope, that's precognition. That's stun. That's camouflage. Force Enlightenment. This power allows the Jedi to use the light side of the Force to enhance the Jedi's power. The best of the Jedi's speed, armor, and valor powers are instantly activated at a reduced cost. This power is useful to quickly become ready for difficult battles. Oh my. It's a combined power. Speed, armor, and valor. Armor, speed. I don't know if I have valor. Interesting. Quick save, because I have no idea what's going to happen next. Oh. This master is dead, drained of life. His body is worse than lifeless. It is like an absence in the Force. All of them. Yep, all of them. They all die, wow. Okay. I thought maybe Karaeous just stunned them, but nope, that's not what happened. Footlocker.
Awful.
How was my skill too low? Like one of my highest skills. Security. 30. Okay, let me get some equipment, but dang, I was not expecting that.
I don't think anyone who plays this game is. It blew me away when I played it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I was like, not Kavar and Zezkaya.
I know, the two good ones that we like.
Can just go away.
Yeah. Okay, do I have another security belt? I'm trying to see if I can open something here.
Much as I don't
Nope.
like Farouk, I wouldn't win.
No. Yeah. I do it again. Opened up. That's it. Just a rocket and a life support pack? That's not worth it. Okay, where was my gloves that I had? Okay. Wow, I didn't... Ooh. Okay. So Karaeous is Sith by the sounds of it, but she's not... She's not with the Sith Lords, I guess? But then it does make sense that we kind of deafened ourselves to the Force after the atrocities of the war around us. That makes sense. Atten? Yep. What happened here?
The handmaiden took her. She thinks Karaeous killed you.
But Karaeous didn't do that.
Of course she didn't. It's a lie. Another lie. The only thing that matters is the handmaiden believes it. And she's gonna react exactly how that old witch hoped she would. That's why she wanted the handmaiden on board, you know. So she could use her to reach the Telos Academy whenever she wished, without needing the access codes.
They're going to Telos?
Yes. The handmaiden knows who she is now. She'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do to anyone she thinks is a Sith.
But Karaeous and I are linked if she dies.
Yeah, I know.
The Sith are planning to attack Telos. Everything will be decided there.
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
What is wrong? Something troubles you. I can feel it.
Duh? I fear I have been influencing you all without realizing it.
I do not understand what you mean.
Okay. Vsauce, why are you following me?
I would die for you. When I tell you my life for yours, it is my choice. And if there is an ending between us where my sacrifice can save you, it will be because it is my desire, not your will.
But how do you know?
I simply do. And sometimes there is no reason that can be given. What did you learn within the Jedi Academy?
Okay. Oh, there's multiple ways we can go here. That I form connections through the Force, and that is why others follow me to their death.
Then that is the danger of their beliefs. They do not understand you, what it means to be human, to lead. The feelings I have for you are because of what I see, what I hear in your voice. All that tells me you are a natural leader. I follow because I believe in you. I would die for you because I believe in you. And where they look at you and see the death of the Force, I look at you and see hope for all life. I look at you and see that perhaps a life untouched by the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go on alone, but I ask that you do not. Instead, take strength from your connection to others. Do not forsake them as you did in exile.
I will. Was there something more you wish to say?
He awaits you at Telos. If you go there, you must face him. And when you do, he will wound you, as he has wounded me.
If I do not stop him, then Telos will be destroyed.
I ask you, I beg you, to stay here with me.
I cannot stay.
I know, but I could not let you go without asking you. This last time, I have never asked you for anything. I have fought alongside you, would have given my life to you many times over. And now there is something I must ask. I want to look upon you, where no one else can see. Where it is just us. I want to see your face, the color of your skin. I wish to see what the handmaiden sees when she looks at you. That causes her heart to race and her tone to change. What causes her to forsake her heritage, her oaths, as you made me forsake mine. I need to know if perhaps I am wrong. If the universe is not as my master once showed me.
Interesting. The universe is not solely as our eyes make it out to be. Vsauce, you know this.
From the moment I heard your voice across the galaxy, I have longed for you. It is the echo, a wound that travels still, that when heard, made me understand that there was another wounded as I was. One who had felt the same sense of loss. When I heard it, I loved you more than my own life, and I wanted you to be here with me for as long as you will let me love you. Stay. And I want you to see what I see when I gaze upon you. I want you to know why I cannot look at you, and why I am drawn to you.
I think I understand Vsauce a lot more now, because she was the last of her planet that died, and they were a Force-sensitive race from my knowledge. And we, on Malachor, essentially our Force sense got deadened from so much pain and strife and death around us. So she has the exact same wound we do. Her entire world around her died, while an entire world around us died. So she is probably deadened to the Force as well, and because she sees through the Force, literally, she is about as blind as you can get almost. So that's why she's drawn to us, as she's talking about the wound. Her wound is almost identical to what our wound was. But where we recovered from it, my character recovered from it, she is still suffering. So that's why she's so drawn to us, and we give her hope. Interesting. My wife has been standing over my shoulder this entire time.
Well, I think with the restored content mod, some of this is different. Obviously, I've played as a woman, so I've really... It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Karaeous, you blew my mind. I never made that connection.
Yeah.
About the wound being the same.
Yeah.
You should be an English major.
No. I spellish good. I English well.
If you want to do the romance...
I wasn't planning on it.
It's...
Understood. Cannot look you and why I'm drawn to you. I might try romance options in a different playthrough in the future. Because there's a lot of characters I haven't gone through their entire backstories. Probably if I ever play this game again, I'll look up some influence guides to get more influence with characters, because that's one thing that really suffered this playthrough. But then again, this game, it's almost impossible to know the influence system on your first ever time, so... But that's the fun thing about RPGs, is the replayability of it. I look forward to being able to play it again someday. But I'm going to choose just simply, I cannot stay.
I know, and yet it was something that had to be spoken, if nothing but to hear the echo. Forgive me.